Thank you for tuning in to Add Tier 5. The article that I'll be reading today is in reference to Senate moves closer to extending unemployment benefits. The article goes on to read, 4 Republican senators joined majority Democrats to call for a floor vote on making unemployment benefits of up to 99 weeks available through May 5th. The last such extension expired April 5th. It is estimated that 1 million long-term unemployed could lose benefits unless the extension is approved. Monday's 60-34 vote broke a Republican filibuster that had held up the extension, but it left the major issue unsettled, whether to offset the roughly $9 billion cost of the extension with spending cuts elsewhere or add to the growing federal deficit. The 4 Republican senators who voted to allow the floor vote were Susan Collins and Olympia Snowe of Maine, Scott Brown of Massachusetts, and George Vonovic of Ohio. After the vote, the Associated Press reported that Collins said the measure would have to be changed on the floor so that the extended benefits are paid for and won't increase the deficit. Democrats in the House of Representatives have already passed a temporary extension without offsetting the extra expense, citing the economic energy as justification for the deficit spending. It remains to be seen that whether the Senate will offset the deficit impact, as Collins wants to follow the House's lead. Lawmakers from the House and Senate have yet to decide whether to make the 99 weeks of benefits available until the end of the year, and if so, how to pay for the estimated $168 billion cost as reported in recent stories in reference to the unemployment. About long-term unemployment. Unemployment benefits typically last 26 weeks, but have been extended as a record percentage of Americans are counted among the long-term unemployed. I will go ahead on and read some of the comments that were posted to this site in regards to this article. An unregistered user goes on to say tens of thousands of people will lose benefits every week, even if it is passed. The current bill adds to new weeks of benefits, and there will soon be millions of people who have collected every week available. There is a dire need for a new tier of benefits, or people will soon be out on the streets. The second comment made in reference to the article is from an unregistered user as well. They go on to state, this bill does not address the long-term unemployed. Go to www.change.org and sign the petitions for the 99ers and the Tier 5 to survive causes. There is also one for poverty in America, which also addresses the unemployed. Ironically, that will be us if we do not stand up and fight. There is a website called www.unemployedfriends.com that has the email address and phone numbers for your representatives. They also have state-by-state moderations for questions. We have a YouTube video called Tier 5 to Survive. Get the facts, we are 8,000 strong. We need voices and signatures. CNN also wants people to email their stories. Do something. Call your local news station and paper and ask why they are not addressing this. Fight with us to survive. And in closing, those are the end of the comments. There are no further comments that were made in reference to this article. If you guys are interested, those of you who are just tuning into my channel, I do have a petition, and it's to add Tier 5. Additional weeks do need to be added to this current unemployment bill. Or excuse me, to the current unemployment extension bill. Something has to be done. As most of you know that are unemployed, you are most likely getting unemployment benefits, and most of you are most likely running out of your unemployment benefits, if not already. And I'm sure most likely a lot of you are on Tier 4 and have exhausted all of your unemployment benefits. This channel is geared towards those that are long-term unemployed. I am not leaving out by any means anybody who is newly unemployed. It all around it's geared toward everybody, to be honest with you, because The short-term unemployed, a lot of you are getting cut off as well because they have not bothered to extend the deadline for the unemployment extension bill. Most of you that are long-term unemployed are being left out as well because you have exhausted all of your benefits and are not getting any more checks. No money, no more money's coming in for you at this point. I am also one of those people. Like I said, I do have a petition. Please check that out and sign it. I will, as soon as I get a couple more 100 signatures on my petition, I will be sending that information over to Congress. We need to do something about this as soon as possible. The long-term unemployed, we are really suffering. We don't even have the option to move to another tier because there's not another tier in place. So we need Congress to consider, and we need to shed some light on this to let them know, hey, we're still unemployed. We've just received our last checks a couple of weeks ago, maybe a week ago, and we still don't have jobs and nothing to fall back on. I myself, I am still looking for work and I have not had any luck. It is extremely hard out there, and we're all competing against each other, to be honest with you, for jobs, and it's ridiculous. And it's a crying shame that Congress has not even bothered to look at the situation for the long-term unemployed. By God's grace, I hope that they do consider us and try to work on something to add another tier, or either add more weeks to the already existing tier 4 of benefits. But something really does need to be done soon because most of us that are on tier 4 have already exhausted our benefits and haven't had a check in weeks, almost going on a month. So like I said, something needs to be done about this. Please, everybody, if you're just tuning into my channel, go to the part of my channel where you can see the videos that I've done and all my subscribers, and please go ahead and sign the petition. This is critical. It's very important. If you guys are interested in leaving any comments, please do so below. It's more than welcome and much appreciated. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and do that. I will, as much as possible, continue to come back and give you guys some updates in regards to what's going on with the unemployment extension. At this point, it doesn't really look like they've done a whole lot. It is now Tuesday, April 13th of 2010, and we're well into the middle of the month of April, and they've just got back from recess yesterday. But all in all, they need to put the pedal to the metal and get something done here because we're suffering, and it's not right that they just continue to just kind of like let things slide and take their time doing what they're doing, because in the meantime they are really leaving a lot of people out in the cold, and literally a lot of people will be out in the cold if they don't hurry up and do something about this. So let's just get with it, everybody, and stick together. I want to thank you all. Those of you who have subscribed, thank you very much, and please stay tuned to the channel. Thanks for watching.